Chocolate, benefits, history, and facts. Chocolate has become one of the most popular food types and flavors in the world. Gifts of chocolate modeled into different shapes have become traditional on certain holidays. Chocolate bunnies and eggs are popular on Easter, chocolate coins on Hanukkah, Santa Claus and other holiday symbols on Christmas, and hearts on Valentine's Day. It is also used in cold and hot beverages to make chocolate milk and hot chocolate. Most of us know it as a deliciously decadent sweet that we eat in cookies, cakes, candy bars, and other desserts. But around the world, many people have prepared chocolate as bitter, frothy drink, or even as part of a main meal served at dinner time. However, in this video, we're going to talk about how was chocolate first discovered, where does it come from, and a little funny and surprising facts about it. If you love to know more, then please keep watching. Where does it come from? Chocolate comes from cacao tree. Cultivation of cacao trees can occur only in tropical climates, 20 degrees north or south of the equator, a growing region including West Africa, Brazil, Ecuador, and the Indies. Generally, it takes 5 years before the trees start bearing fruit in the form of pods. Each pod contains an average of 20 to 40 cocoa cream. Nearly 400 seeds needed to make 1 pound of chocolate liquor, semi-liquid mass produced by grinding the seeds. A non-alcoholic substance, chocolate liquor is the basis of all chocolate products and cocoa. Once harvested, the beans had fermented, where they begin to develop their characteristic brown color. Then, the dry seeds are sent to the United States and countries and other chocolate industries where producers of chocolate and roasted seeds clean them out. After the abolition of its outer shell, seeds will be broken into smaller pieces known as meat or nibs. The nibs contain an average of 53% cocoa butter and then the ground, producing enough heat to melt the cocoa butter and cocoa liquor to produce. Chocolate can be processed into cocoa powder by pressing most of the cocoa butter from chocolate liquor. Dutch cocoa powder is natural to neutralize the acidity, having a darker color and different flavors. History. Chocolate was originally used in Mexico thousands of years ago. Mexican Indian people were the first to drink chocolate. It was a luxurious brown bitter drink that rich people could afford to drink. That, and it had also been given to human sacrifice victims before they were offered to God to make him happy. Hernan Cortez, who was a Spanish explorer, brought cocoa seeds from Mexico to Spain in 1517. The chocolate drink was still too expensive. Only noble or rich people could afford to buy and drink the beverage. The taste of this fashionable drink was changed by adding some strange things such as potato flavor, bean flavor, and sometimes dangerous things like brick powder and marble dust, which resulted in the death of those who drank too much chocolate. Eventually, in 1847, an English company mixed some sugar, little bit of cocoa powder, and cocoa butter. They tried to make the first sweet chocolate, similar to that which is produced these days. Then, in 1875, the first milk chocolate bar was made by Peter Daniel and Henry Nestle. After that, competitions between different companies were started. Ultimately, in 1879, the invention of the Conchin machine helped companies make smoother and better chocolate. Nowadays, people have been producing chocolate with various tastes such as different fruits, cheese, vegetables, and so on. Not only are people used to eating chocolate, but also it has gotten used in art, fashion, and beauty, making chocolate musk in order to solve skin problems. Benefits. When we say benefits, we mean chocolate in all its forms, from dark, white, milky, powder, etc. Dark chocolate may have some beneficial effects on human health. This is mainly due to specific substances present in cocoa called epiketakin. Cacao has a significant antioxidant action, protecting against oxidation of LDL or bad fats. Several studies have also observed modest reduction in blood pressure and flow-mediated dilation after consuming dark chocolate every day. Chocolate contains many substances that are stimulants such as theobromine, phenylethylamine, and caffeine, compounds that have been found previously to cause an increased level of awareness and ability to concentrate. The results showed that consuming chocolate can have a stimulating effect that will make increased mental performance. Also, it can improve memory both verbally and visually. Brown chocolate has the ability to inhibit oxidation of LDL cholesterol, or bad cholesterol, and improve immune function, thus preventing the risk of coronary heart disease and cancer. Why can chocolate be included in the list of food required during sexual activity? Well, because it contains chemicals that are very diverse, in which predicted contains more than 300 chemical substances, including caffeine in small amounts, theobromine, and a stimulant called phenylethamine are also contained in chocolate, which proved could raise the interest and sexual function while consuming it. The bioactive compounds in dark chocolate may also be great for your skin. The flavonols can protect against sun damage, improve blood flow to the skin, and increase skin density and hydration. The minimal erythritol dose is the minimum amount of UVB rays required to cause redness in the skin 24 hours after exposure. In one study of 30 people, the minimal erythritol dose more than doubled after consuming dark chocolate high in flavonols for 12 weeks. If you're planning a beach vacation, consider loading up on dark chocolate in the prior weeks and months. Crazy, surprising, and funny facts. Number 1. Cocoa can ward off tooth decay. You probably think chocolate is full of sugar or artificial sweetener, and it isn't good for our teeth. Well, it is, but it doesn't have to be, because dark chocolate contains polyphenols. These chemicals can help fight the growth of bacteria and other organisms in the mouth. They can neutralize organisms that cause bad breath, and they can prevent some sugars from turning into acid, which can break down the enamel of your teeth that causes tooth decay and cavities. Number 2. Countries responsible for the production of chocolate. The top 4 countries responsible for the production of chocolate are the United States, Germany, Switzerland, and Belgium. It is estimated that while Western Europe accounts for approximately 40% of the total world chocolate production, the US accounts for an additional 30%. Interestingly, none of the major producers of chocolate are major sources of cocoa, and none of the major cocoa-producing countries are major chocolate manufacturing centers. Number 3. White chocolate is not chocolate. White chocolate is made with a blend of sugar, cocoa powder, milk products, vanilla, and fatty substance called lecithin. Technically, white chocolate is not a chocolate, and it doesn't really taste like one because it doesn't contain chocolate solids. Though white chocolate contains extracted cocoa butter, it lacks the component that defines real chocolate. Number 4. Cacao trees can live to be 200 years old. Cacao trees can live for up to 100 years, but are considered productive for only 60. When the trees grow naturally from cocoa tree seeds, it has a long, deep taproot. For commercial cultivation, vegetative reproduction via cutting is more commonly utilized and results in a tree lacking a taproot. In the wild, the tree may reach over 50 feet in height, but they are generally pruned to half that under cultivation. The leaves emerge a reddish hue and turn to glossy green as they grow up to 2 feet long. Small pink or white flowers cluster on the tree's trunk or lower branches during the spring and summer. Once pollinated, the flowers become rigid pods up to 14 inches long, filled with beans. Number 5. Chocolate is very bad for animals. Animals are unlikely to get off so lightly if they consume large quantities of chocolate, and here's why. Chocolate contains theobromine, which is an alkaloid chemical like caffeine. It causes vomiting, diarrhea, and in high enough doses, even heart failure and seizures. The symptoms of chocolate poisoning are the same for humans as for dogs, but dogs need a much smaller dose. Dogs are carnivores, and their metabolism hasn't evolved efficient enzymes to deal with as wide a range of plant chemicals as ours. Dogs are about 3 times more sensitive to chocolate than us. Per kilo of body weight, so 2 120-gram bars of dark chocolate are enough to make a 20-kilogram dog ill, while half a kilogram could even be fatal. That's why you should make sure you keep all your chocolate in a safe place that your pets can't get at. Conclusion. We ended up knowing that chocolate is not so bad after all. It carries so much benefits that we didn't know before, having so many important nutrition that our body needs. However, the most important part is that it can change our mood from 0 to 10 real quick. We just have to consume it in a reasonable quantity.